All right, let's get going.
NFL plays.
Booyah.
Why not start with Kyler Murray?
Why not?
The way he's playing.
He's kind of good.
Yeah, he's been awesome these first couple of games. I'm going to set you up this way. I'm just going to kind of lay it out, frame it, and you can take it from there. So Arizona knocked off Minnesota. Awesome game.
Yep.
Field goal could have ended it late, but did not. Kyler was 29 out of 36 for 400.
Yeah.
Crazy numbers. Our first play, we got two of them.
Yeah.
Second quarter, and Arizona trails 27 right now.
Right.
And it's a 3rd down and 16.
Yeah, Kyler was amazing. Arizona, after watching that back, I mean, they were the better team on the field. Don't know if they should have won the football game with how it played out. Kyler Murray made 2 big mistakes in the football game. You know, the pick 6 he threw, and then he threw another interception when they were kind of in field goal range. I believe that was the 3rd quarter or somewhere in that range, too. It might have been the 2nd. I'm losing. I've seen so many damn games at this point. I can't remember all the specifics. But, yeah, my feeling after watching that film was, man, Arizona's better. They straighten things out in the second half as far as stopping Dalvin Cook and getting on the right track there. But having said all that, Minnesota hung around and should have won the game. I mean, that's a chip shot field goal as far as we're concerned. All right, so let's get to the first play. Let's bring it up here, Kristen. I thought this was one of the more underrated plays of the game.
Thank you.
It's 20-7. It's 5:18 left, and it's 3rd and 16, right? You know, hey, Minnesota at this point is just going, man, fine. Let them throw the ball short and kick a field goal.
I mean, converting 3rd and 16, what would be good at the end of the season? If you get it done 15%?
I'd probably
maybe?
around there. Around there. And I know you and I had the discussion about maybe 2-3 weeks ago. This is something that Kyler Murray's got to get better at.
Right.
3rd downs, hanging in the pocket, making tight window throws. He been one of the worst quarterbacks in 3rd down the last 2 years. So let's just watch the play out first off. You got it's Tampa 2 coverage, all right, with a spy. Whoa, I don't know why it does that when I do that, but here we go. Tampa 2 coverage. Murray does a great job in the pocket. Boom, laser beam down the middle to Christian Kirk for a 1st down. I mean, that's great. All right, so I'm going to stand up and break this down a little bit. So we got our Tampa 2. As you see, and when I say it, for all those out there, Tampa 2, exactly what it is, if you don't know, I mean, it's cover 2 corners, right? They're kind of looking in the flat. Safeties are real wide. You're not going to be able to see them in this picture right here. Kendricks right here in the middle. Tampa 2. He's going to run down the middle and protect the middle of the field. These 2 linebackers right here, nickel backs, whatever, they're in dime here. They're going to read the eyes of the quarterback. That's really all they're going to do. So you have that. You got to see the 3-man rush here, and then they got one guy to sit here and spy the Roadrunner. Yeah, you got to spy him because he's so freakish that on 3rd and 16, if you let him break free, he could go get a 1st down. Now, what I love here, you know, this is a play that I got a lot of familiarity with through John Gruden because I played in Tampa. They played a defense called Tampa 2 when I got there, right? And it was a pain in the butt. And you had to find different ways to stress the zone. And one of the ways is you're not going to get go routes or anything like that with people this far down. They're protecting big plays, though, especially this middle linebacker, Kendricks, down the middle of the field. One of the weak spots is like, yeah, getting a really fast receiver on a linebacker, and he just outruns him to the post route, right? But hard to think you're going to get that with him basically 11 yards off the ball. So what they do is basically get to a 3-on-2 fast break here. And as you'll see, and I'll play it here in a second, this is Christian Kirk. He's going to run down the middle and threaten. Let me make a better line there. Okay, he's going to run down the middle and really threaten Kendricks to think, hey, I'm going down for the post. You better start running. And he's going to curl up. You got Hopkins here. Same type of thing. He's going to get close to the 1st down, curl up. And then I believe this is A.J. Green here in the slot, the middle of the 3. He's going to do the same thing. Now, as I explained already, right, you got Kendricks who's going to be out of there. So now he's over the top. And what you end up basically having is a 3-on-2 fast break. And you just want to make these 2 wrong. 3-on-2, how can I make them wrong? You know, the general census, what I would say here, and the coaching point would be stare this guy down, stare him down, and make one of these guys make a move to get underneath it, and then whoever makes that move, you throw to that receiver to where he is. If they don't move and they stay wide, the guy you're staring down, then you just throw the laser and hit him for the 1st down, all right? So as you see, it just plays out exactly like that. and we're not going to see the total top of the route here, but you see the rush. Kyler Murray does a great job staying in the pocket, and boom, there it is. Now, great throw, tight window, but I think he played it perfectly. And as you see, this nickel back, he collapsed, but he never collapsed enough before the throw was made to make Kyler Murray go here to A.J. Green, right? Nick Vigil, the other guy that was underneath, you see Hopkins, he's down here. He kind of stayed there as well. So there was no spot down there, but Kyler Murray made the proper throw. And, didn't anticipate, wait, these guys are going to jump just because he let it play out. He didn't make up his mind before the throw. And I just thought, this led to a touchdown. And I thought it was one of the more underrated plays of the football game, especially because of what we talked about with Kyler Murray, third down. Right. You're down 20-7. Zimmer's probably like, let's just give him a field goal, and we'll be good, 20-10. I'm happy with that. And instead it's 2014, and, here we go. Here comes the shootout.
I think the Kyler Murray difference really shows up here. Number one, great job pointing out that he hung in the pocket. We've been talking about that, not only to start the season, but the last couple of seasons. One thing he needs to get better at. And if you watch him in there, let it play, he has to pat the ball and kind of hang in the pocket. A hard thing to do.
It is.
Wait, then throw.
Right.
So I think that was really good. Also, watching the Minnesota defense, because they had to spy, okay?
Yeah.
And Kyler didn't go side to side. They basically eliminated that defender. That defender didn't make one single difference. And because
100%.
they felt like they had to leave him in, he couldn't drop back and give them the numerical advantage.
Exactly right. It's a great point by you, and it's a point that's really Lamar. I mean, really, it's those
a short list.
It's the short list of guys where you have to worry on 3rd and 16 about spying a quarterback.
Yeah.
And you're right. Normally with this, we would call this P Tampa 2, like a P dropper. Normally with this, and you don't have a scrambling quarterback, this guy who's here, if they decided to rush 3, would be back here more. To now you're scared to throw over him.
Yeah.
That's too risky. And now these two guys that we talked about, you can't see Nick Vigil at this point. He's over here. And the other nickelback who's over here, they don't have to worry about converging over the middle at all. But because of the spy aspect that you're bringing up, he's still able to throw over this guy because he's not really worried about pass defense. He's just watching Kyler Murray. So that one, like we said, great play. Good job, Kyler Murray. Cardinals offense is a lot of fun to watch. Let's go. You want to go to the next one?
Yeah, next play. I think that was more the quarterback's play. I love that one. This is more the highlight. Somehow a guy got wide open, and Kyler proved he's the best athlete on the field once again.
Yeah, let's play it out and just watch what happens here. And I mean, it's basically, this is a 3-by-1, all verticals. All go special, we would call this in the West Coast offense. Other offense, so it's really, and ultimately it's just boom, 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 right? That's all it is, and then the back comes down, and he can check down either way depending on where they call it. So that's what it is. That's the play in general. And now you're going to see, here we go. Kyler Murray, free rusher, doesn't matter. That's the first amazing thing as we watch the play go by. And then, wait, how does Rondell Moore get wide open 45 yards down the field, who's already proving to be one of the most explosive players in all of football at the wide receiver position? And, of course, he's going super crazy here. I love this. He loves that Christian Kirk blocks this final guy. Look how excited he gets.
Yeah.
He's like, you the man, great block. I did awesome on fantasy, and I got a touchdown because you got a block. Thank you. So let's break this down. Let's break this down a little bit here. First thing is, it's just a 5-man pressure. In the perfect world, you'd like Arizona to be able to pick this up and not have anybody free, right? But this guy right here, which I don't know why he does this. Maybe they have some rule that I'm not aware of. He leaves a defensive end to go get Kendricks. Now, maybe they have that rule in Arizona because they go, we'd rather have Kyler be free in a defensive end over the linebacker because he can make him miss. I don't really know. But here's the main point of the play more than anything. One, that was awesome. Of course, he avoids it. That buys him time, makes the cover. The guys in the back end have to cover that much longer. But Minnesota's playing cover 3 here. This is a zone coverage, right? And really what they're doing is like curl flat guy here. He's reading the middle. He's going to look for, at first, like maybe a weak side slant or anything. But if that doesn't happen, he knows in this formation a lot of the time somebody's going to cross the field over here. So Harrison Smith, is kind of going to look that up. Safety's just going to play eyes, and he, of course, has to be worried about this guy if he gets up too fast because he might not be able to catch up or actually make the play, so he's got to favor it. Now, the other part of this play is down here with Patrick Peterson. All right, Patrick Peterson used to play on the Arizona Cardinals, so that's why this is also a big play on like highlight shows and everything. But Peterson here playing this cover 3, he is playing cover 3, but they want him to basically, you see how he's lined up in between both of these guys here? He's in between both of them, right? Because they want him to midpoint those two guys. They want him to midpoint it. So basically,
what does that mean, midpoint?
Midpoint him as they go up the field, right? He's like, yeah, he's by him, okay? He's by him, but his eyes are inside. So in case you try to throw the ball here, he's going to be able to go boom and really make it hairy. So he's kind of like taking a one-on-two approach.
So this is that matchup zone type principle that you've talked about?
It is a little bit. This is a little bit more of a pure zone. Some teams play cover 3, and a lot of teams do this. Expect their corners when they play the cover 3 to steal the seam route, right? Because they'll go, you know, a lot of the times too, you know, yeah, you're not going to throw the ball as a quarterback, like if you feel like, wait, this guy's right here. I don't know if I want to really throw it up, and I don't feel comfortable about lasering it in here because he's going to go here. And he scares you with the body presence, and you just go, man, I'm going to have to make like the perfect throw down the field there as well. And a lot of the teams who run this route combination too, sometimes will just run this guy on a comeback, right? Like 15-yard comeback. To where now, if they're playing zone, they don't want him to like stop and worry about that, and now nobody's on this guy going there. So that's one reason to do it. And this corner here, or this nickel back, he's going to get underneath any comeback, curl flat, something of that nature if that route does occur. So as they go here, I think the first thing that jumps out to me more than anything, okay, is I don't think 24 should have let Rondell Moore go inside, okay? I think here he should probably, he's inside for a reason here, right? And as we go here, like, I think he should try to push him out because that slows him down, and now that helps him out. But as you can see here, Peterson's just trying to go down the field and play both with body presence a little bit as we go, okay? Now, I'm going to keep letting it play, and here's the problem with the play, right there. I don't know if you see it.
23?
Well, I mean, that, and watch what Peterson does as he breaks the pocket. He kind of breaks the golden rule of like, wait, don't take the underneath cheese here. You gotta protect your third, right? You gotta protect your third. And as he gets back, he just disregards this guy completely. And now just goes, wait, this is DeAndre Hopkins. Let me go match him, right? And Hopkins is running some sort of comeback or go route or whatever. And look at Hopkins right now. He's going like, throw to the back. Look, he's open. Look, he's pointing to him. He's like, look at the back. Because I think he realizes this guy has gotten way too deep. That's there. But all in all, the point of the play is Patrick Peterson should have never turned to the sideline like that. He should just be continuing to go this way like this. If he decides, DeAndre Hopkins decides to stop and stay here, this guy will go make the play. Or if he does throw to him, so what? Now you're going to stop and try to rally and make a tackle, and these guys are all going to come and help you pursue, right? Hey, sometimes the offense has a good play against your coverage. You just want to limit, like, the touchdown or the 70-yard play, and that's where it all goes hairy for them. So now he's matched up man-to-man, right? And I mean, he's totally voided Rondell Moore down the field.
It was almost like he did that expecting 23 to stay in the middle of the field.
I think there is some of that as well. I do. You know, I think one of the coaching, and I think that's a great point by you. I do think the coaching point that Mike Zimmer will probably make at some point would go, hey, you're right to favor this guy a little bit because it's a little scary. But once you see Harrison Smith is kind of in a decent position, you need to kind of like flip your hips and get back over here to help Patrick Peterson if it is that 2-on-1 we're talking about.
And he's in a zone, so when you're in a zone, you should be seeing the quarterback.
No doubt.
He sprints out the other way.
No doubt. Now, he's trying to make a play or make a break on a guy who's really fast, and he knows if he doesn't give him respect, this guy's got the type of arm that can make that throw. You know, the 23 does not realize Murray has broken the pocket here as well. So there's a few guys that didn't do their job quite properly or quite the right way here that lead it to just the easiest touchdown pass of the year for Kyler Murray. Right. And you know, at this point here, I mean, just way too long. Like, stop. Where are you going? The guy, he's there. Like, it's a zone. It's been passed off. Now stay back. Get back to yours part of the zone.
Yeah.
You're not responsible for that part of the zone. And that would be the same thing I would tell Patrick Peterson. You know, that's a tough one, too. It is DeAndre Hopkins. You're seeing the guy scramble. But you got to, like, at sometimes just, like, let your, you know, check your ego at the door, for lack of a better way to say it or whatever, and go, damn, I just got to get back and protect. I got to give Hopkins maybe the 15-yard completion and then hope that, you know, my rest of my defenders can get over here and rally towards him. But that ended up being so easy. 30-yard throw in the air, nobody basically in the screen, and then you see the Vikings are in Scroogeville.
Yeah, Kyler Murray accounts for over 400 yards total offense, 4 touchdowns. Thinking about his numbers, Pete and Kristen, let's take a look at what he's done. It's only 2 weeks, but this is phenomenal. He's up over 70%. He's over 10 yards per attempt. I mean, bravo, A+ for what he's done first couple of weeks. Third week takes him to Jacksonville. Before we move on to the next play, what kind of chance you give the Jaguars of slowing this thing down?
Not a whole lot. No, I don't. I mean, Jacksonville's got some talent and some team speed on the defensive side of the ball. You know, we might not see Kyler Murray be able to run around like the road runner and make a ton of awesome plays, but you know, Jacksonville, there's plays to be had there right now against their defense. There's no doubt about that. Whether it was last week, you know, once Denver got a feel for the game, they started to take some shots down the field. You know, I mean, really, Arizona's a very talented football team. If they play it the right way, a lot of defenses should have a hard time defending them. And then one thing I would say, just with there, don't be afraid to run the ball a little bit more. You know, that would be another thing, because Chase Edmonds is phenomenal, and I know we talked last week, their O-line is pretty good too. So you can get in sets like that, you know, on first and second down, and don't be afraid to run the ball or throw a screen to the running back and of that nature. He is a really, amazing. Him and 2 and 4 are game breakers.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.